we got these this real cheap greenhouse thing for our seeds. We got some heating pads. We got like the one you would typically get with the I don't know, like at the store or something. You know, these are like 20 bucks and these are like 10 bucks. This one's like clearly better, but the other ones still work too. And then we got this cheap greenhouse. It was on sale at Cal Ranch for like 30 bucks or something. Normally 50 bucks or something like that. We just happened to be there and I was like, I kind of want to see how this is. I'll spend the 20, 30 bucks, whatever we paid for it, see how it is, and so far so good. Let me just show you our seating setup. We're not going to go super into it, but we got trees to plant today. I have to get this done quickly. Let me just show it to you, give you an idea. This is just something we're trying this year, and yeah, then we gotta plant some trees today. So these are my peppers. Because they're peppers, I just got some inside water, so it's a little bit warmer. These have dried out a little bit. So I put these like outdoor sticky notes on here, but I wrote everything in pencil, and as I water, it all rubbed off. So, and I just label my trays as, you know, this is a 50, so this is like 50-1, and then I have a book about what I actually put in here. But so this is 50-1 tray. I can kind of make it out right there, but I got to redo the label. The only thing is, I would zip tie these shelves. Every time we move, they just fall off. So I just put a zip tie in the front here and then on the back on the other side. So you can see our tomatoes. These are tomatillos and then peppers. We got some lettuce and broccoli going. It got a bit leggy before we got them outside in the sun. But these don't need the heat. They kind of get the residual heat as it flows up. But yeah, so far, these are 10-20 trays, your normal trays. These ones are from Bootstrap Farmer, which so far I'm liking a whole lot better. Once I get all these in, you can just zip it closed and you can see it keeps the humidity in. We actually just brought this outside. It was in our bedroom, actually. That's the only space we had in our house where the kids wouldn't destroy it. You guys have any questions about it, let me know. We'll do a full review and video on this like later, but that's how we use it. So I broke another shear bolt. We're using the post hole digger to dig real deep holes. We're actually filling it right back in and then planting the tree, which we only need maybe a foot at most on some of these, but we're going 3-4 feet deep. So we break that through that caliche layer, then we kind of just fill it back in because we don't need all of this. All right, and so I'm just putting a mixture of this back in. All right, so this is a plum called Caramel Kiss. I point the bendy part, right, towards where the wind comes, and then I also don't want this hitting the sun. So then I'm just creating a berm around this because we don't have sprinklers set up, so I'm gonna have to hand water these trees for a little while. This is how I do it. I just get a wide rake, all right, and I just walk around. And that gives me enough of this guideline. So most of that's going to sink down anyway, but we'll come back later and build it up taller. I did this one yesterday. You can kind of see it sunk down a little bit. We just really soak it in and then we wait. Other manual tools that we still have to use: the OG post hole digger and a post hole digger / tamping bar. Close them, slam it, open, stuff comes out. Rock right there. Hopefully it's small, but since the post hole digger is not ripping it out, it's probably pretty big. So that's what this is for. Too big. And these aren't necessarily actually rocks. And there's some rocks in it. This is kind of like concrete. If you think about it, if a post hole digger can't get through it, it's gonna be kind of hard for the tree to get through it. All right, so we're on day 2 of the Cahuenga Orchard. Lots to do, lots to be discovered. We're putting the trees, the rows are 15 feet apart and the trees are 10 feet apart. And that's because we're keeping them a much smaller than they would grow because it's easier for us to pick and everything like that. So right down here, there's this piping. We're just randomly finding it because we have no idea where it's at. We string lined all the way down where there's other ones. And so right now, it looks like they're spaced about every 15 feet-ish. But right now, we got to get the trees planted. You can see this is what I did last night, like 6, 7 o'clock at night. We were scraping this out. But yeah, that's what we're working on. Day 2 is we have to create more rows. So we're trying to get this all done before it starts raining and snowing again, because we still got about a month and a half of it. But yeah, let's get to work. Now we're getting part of the fence ready for the orchard because this will be fenced off so we don't get bunnies, and plus we'll be letting the ducks and other animals run through here eventually to help clean up, fertilize, etc. So we need a fence and we want it to look good, but that's expensive. In the meantime, we're doing just temporary T-posts. I'm not even pounding them in all the way, just so we can get a string line going. We'll come back later on, yank these out and put in the posts and do the nice fence that we want to do. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.